have to ascertain, is it an advantage for Joe Paopao to know the BC Lions so well, or a disadvantage? He knows how tough those guys can be. Might be a disadvantage looking into that big defense.
Sideline pattern intended for Ray Elgard. Washington goes out wide right. Collymore comes to the left. Paopao inside to Washington. There's a penalty flag.
Right on the money.
Well, you said earlier Paopao has to throw the ball well, and he is throwing it well. In Regina, he threw 4 interceptions that day, and that really hurt the Riders because they had a chance to win that one, even though the final score was 29-7.
Well, I talked with Joe before the game, and he said he was looking forward to this contest. Craig Ellis got back to the line of scrimmage, may have picked up a yard before being stopped by Kevin Konar. Ellis is not only the leading rusher with the Saskatchewan Roughriders, he is also the team's leading receiver. As a matter of fact, he needs only 4 catches to move ahead of Paul Pearson as the #1 receiver in the CFL.
Well, he's had an outstanding year. He's also great on kickoffs, too, Don. We saw him in Calgary one night, return one about 90-some yards. And he's having a good year for him. He's been their best performer.
Second and 9. Ed Jones comes into the lineup. Pass complete to Elgard. Elgard has got the first down and more, but there's a
patterns. They must find those linebackers are getting a deep drop, and they're getting inside the halfback.
Second and 20. The pass complete to Collymore. Nelson Martin finally brings...
They're found something in there in that follow-in pattern because they've thrown it 3 times.
Saskatchewan from the 39, little swing pass to Mike Washington. I think you'd call that one a lateral if he had missed it, wouldn't you?
3 yards behind Vancouver and win, that's for sure.
Second and 7, Paopao setting up the screen to Mike Washington. He's got a first down to the 25.
Remember either.
On first down, Paopao going deep. All the way to the 41-yard line. Ron talked earlier about the outstanding job Craig Ellis has done back on August 19th against the Calgary Stampeders. He had 189 yards in kickoff returns. As a matter of fact, in that game, that was about all the Saskatchewan Roughriders had in the way of offense.
You know, I don't know why they kicked the ball to Ellis, but I know this, that the Riders definitely know how the Lions kick off because they have Craig Ellis over around the number area, and they have the other back, Fran McDermott, under the goalpost. There's nobody on this side of the field at all, so they know the ball's going over there. And Ellis, they want him handling it, and so far he's done a job for him.
Bernie Glier injured on that kickoff by Craig Ellis. Ed Jones comes into the ball game.
Jordan gives that because everything was inside looking for the sneak, and if he would have beat that tackle there, it would have been all the way.
Well, they put that wing back up there, Leo, run that off tackle play, down, kick out. Watch him, they're blocking down. Now he just bounces right outside, and he splits it. An excellent open field tackle, and Chris Stephans made the kick-out block for him.
What's a kick-out block?
Keep him from coming inside, make him go outside.
First and 10. The ball just shy of the 52-yard line. 17-8. The BC Lions lead the Saskatchewan Roughriders. James Parker was after Paopao. He got away from him. Second and 3. The sideline pass is complete for the first down to Chris. Took over partway through the 1983 season, replacing Joe Farraghelli. Got it away just in time, but he paid the price.
Well, you could see that pressure coming. I don't know if we'll get to
it. The ball is at the 50-yard line. There's the pitch to Craig Ellis. Nowhere to go. I almost get the impression at times that the BC Lions play a defensive style where they are going to do certain things and they defy you to beat.
Guard for anybody, they wind up and go.
Second and 12. To the sidelines, intended for Collymore. Possession of it regardless.
There it is. Let's take a look at it.
Looked like he caught it initially, but we'll take a look here.
Well, I guess it is a catch. Okay. Good call on the part of the official.
After he had it on his belly while he was laying on the ground, and I think he thought that they'd probably call it incomplete.
Ray Elgard is taken out of bounds by Larry. They go inside with Mike Washington. He's got a first down to the 23-yard line. Kevin.
Great footwork going through that hole.
Ellis is the same way. They've got two good backs in there. Here's a little spread here.
Over the middle, and he could not hang on. Craig Ellis, wide open. Pow delivered it perfectly, and Craig Ellis.
The guy, but watch the ball wobble, and that's why he dropped it. It's just one of those passes, but you have to catch that when you're in the open that far.
You know what I like about this kid, though? He's one of the leading pass receivers in the league. As you say, second to Paul Pearson. He dropped a sure touchdown pass, but he didn't fall himself. He didn't kick the ground. He didn't scream and yell. He got up and sprinted back to the huddle. That's a pro.
Get back with your friends.
Leading contender for our Carly O'Keefe Defensive Game Star Award. Alpha fumbled the exchange from center, but managed to get the pass away to Craig Ellis. He drops the ball, and it's recovered by Aldag.
Well, there's a comedy of errors out there right now. They're throwing that ball around, and just fortunately, the Saskatchewan Roughriders got on that ball.
You know, Leo, we've seen two examples tonight. Watch Craig Ellis. He's going to fumble the football, and number 44, Roger Alday, coming up behind, trailing the play, is going to make the recovery. On the long kick, punt return by the BC Lions, when the ball was fumbled, who was coming along but Larry Crawford to save the day. You got to always chase that ball. You never know when that's going to happen.
And whoever said that linemen are dumb? Did you see Aldag when he went after that ball? He didn't try to pick it up. He went down on his knee, made sure, cradled it, make sure that he had it, and then fell on it. That's the way to recover a fumble. Don't try to pick it up when it's bouncing, or you'll lose it every time.
Well, Craig Ellis converts it into a 12-yard gain with some assistance from Roger Aldag, and it's now 1st and 10 Saskatchewan at the 27. Jones comes up with the ball.
There's that old Utah shovel pass. It was tried this afternoon one time by Tommy Clemens in the game this afternoon, and here it is again.
That's the pass that went for the touchdown against the Argonauts last
Hit him on the shoulder pad, though, in the back, and it bounced right in.
Stanley Washington wide right. Collymore to the left. The handoff to Craig Ellis.
He's got room.
Mel Bird made the tackle at the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a well-executed play. They got everything going.
It sure was a good-looking play. Watch those two linemen pull out of there.
Aldag and Skullroot. And here comes
Look at that
Ellis.
big Skullroot coming around the corner there, 68. He weighs about 260. And Crawford said, I'm turning my back on you and let somebody else meet that thing.
That's a touchdown-saving tackle by Mel Bird, too.
Going deep for Stanley Washington instantaneously. And as you said, Leo, he made the right one from the shotgun. Pow directing the Saskatchewan attack. I've seen you run off 12 plays in the final minute of a half or at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, if you talk to a lot of people around the league, Leo Cahill included, it was only when we were in Taylor Field. But no, we wanted to run 12. We would always get around 10, but we worked on it a lot.
Well, it's an aspect of the game that can provide some quick points for a team just before they head to the dressing room. Being able to run anywhere from 8 to a dozen plays in the final minute and 10 seconds.
It changes the tempo. Winnipeg's using it a lot this year, and that's been good for it.
Elgard has got it to the 50. Pow has already passed for 191 yards. Penalty flag. Over the middle, complete to Stu Fraser. He's got the first down, but there are penalty flags. And 15. The ball is back at the midfield stripe with 49 seconds remaining. The screen to Mike Washington. He's got some blocking help. He's got the first down.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Mike Washington set that up about as pretty as you can set it up. Jordan sprinted to his left, and he went like he was going to block on Parker. To the right of the screen, Parker is free. Washington just ducked out of the way, and then Aldag's in front of him. And boy, Washington's running well. Elgard gets a block.
First down, Jordan passing. Over Jordan over the middle. This time, Craig Ellis, the does not drop the ball when he was wide open down to the 17.
Boy, Craig Ellis came out of that backfield, and he put a move on Cruz like he was going to go to the outside, and Cruz took a step, and he came right back in underneath him, and he's wide open.
Well, he made sure that he looked that ball into his hands, too. He wasn't going to drop that one.
Oh, that's a well-run pattern. You put a move on like that, he fooled everybody.
And replaced the injured Joe Papa.
Yeah, he stood right in there, and look how wide open he is. He really put a move on Cruz.
First and 20 from the 27-yard line. The give is to Craig Ellis. Nowhere to go. He picked up a yard before being stopped by Ed Jones. I was mentioning Bob Swiftly. Was he a fullback when you coached him, or was he had he been converted to a lineman then?
No, I extended his career. I converted him to first of all, I converted him to a guard, and he played about 3 years for us as a guard. Then I converted him to a center. And he was incensed because he wanted to be a fullback, but I think it really did extend his career, and he had about 7 or 8 more fruitful years.
The pass is complete for a touchdown against the Saskatchewan Roughriders, moving them back to the 10-yard line. The pass complete to Craig Ellis on this kickoff return, starts from the 6-yard line. Good tackle by James Parker at the 25.
I tell you, when we picked those Carling O'Keefe game stars, James Parker has had an outstanding game for the Lions.
Just made that tackle. That's a big play.
Mike Washington tries to go off.
The way they're playing out here tonight.
Got man covered for a blitz and threw it too high.
Hasn't exactly had great field position to begin any offensive series in this second half.
This is a baptism of fire.
Sure is. I called him a rookie a while ago. I bet new into the ball game.
From the 10-yard line. Now Jordan is going to run it. He has 7 yards before being brought down by Ron Cherkis.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Rube Berry will be looking to see if he gets
exactly
up.
what I was saying, boy. Rube Berry's holding his breath because there's nobody left.
In case you just joined us, Joe Pau suffered a severely bruised knee late in the first half after playing very, very well through the first 30 minutes.
This is the time to gamble on Darnell Platt. See if he wants to jump that out again.
Complete to Ray Algard. Algard fights his way to us.
He's getting a lot better as a pass receiver, too. As you said, he's really coming along.
Craig Ellis getting some blocking help. Oh, he tried to spin outside him down.
That's not the first saving tackle that Bird's made in this ball game, and we're talking about a defensive player of the game. He's got to get some consideration, because if he misses that tackle, it's 6.
It was, because they were blitzing from the outside, and he got behind it. And once you get all those defensive guys behind you, all you have to do is beat a defensive back.
It's second and about 1. Craig Ellis has now carried 6 times for 35 yards. He was the number 3 rusher in the Canadian Football League coming into the ball game. Behind Willard Reeves of Winnipeg and Dwayne Wilson of Montreal, make it the number 4 rusher. Lewis Walker of Calgary ranked number 3. Craig Ellis inside. He's got another first down.
Boy, what a cutback he made. He started to his left and came back clear across the middle and picks up about 12 yards.
They're doing what we talked about them doing before. The BC Lions now, after letting Homer Jordan work his way out of that end zone area right there, are coming with a real hard defensive line rush, and they're opening up those running lanes, and Ellis is finding those open spots.
The crowd jeering and whistling each time the Saskatchewan Roughrider offense moves over the ball. Mike Washington, and listen again to the crowd.